Good afternoon, Pastor. Would you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, Pastor Setsiba, exiled president of the TOC.
All right, Pastor Setsiba, what brings you to Kempton Park?
Yeah, we came because the leadership of the field, Trans-Orange Field, has called a meeting of all the leaders in the field, and so I came.
You say field, they say conference. Why?
Yeah, because a field does not have a constitution, and the conference is organized around the constitution. And therefore we realized that since October 24, the constitution that actually constituted the TOC has been set aside and trampled upon to an extent that the constituency could not elect its own leadership. Now it means now the leadership imposed of the field is imposed by the union executive. And this is what we have seen. That is why I say the field, Trans-Orange Field.
You being here, does it not mean that you recognize the field?
Now I'm working in the field. I don't recognize.
What has been your experience since you arrived here?
Yeah, well, we did not know what to expect, but arriving in the meeting, the setup was very odd in the auditorium because there were no standing mics for people to make the input or contribution. It was just one mic that was used at a time by the person speaking. We were given an agenda with items, but that agenda was not run on items. The people will just speak flowing into the things that were supposed to be itemized as agenda item. The House did not even vote to adopt the agenda, meaning that they are not bound by anything. And that's what Sikanen said, that they are not voting anything. So now it's so funny to say that the House should discuss a formal item that it has not voted or adopted.
So you managed to go in.
Yeah, I managed to go in, yeah.
How so, whilst others were rejected?
No, because look, they know me. They know me, yeah, they know me.
Okay.
Yeah. However, I could not, after making my point and seeing that this, otherwise they say we're just talking. So I'm not interested in talks. I thought maybe we will discuss and deliberate as a leadership on the items that were on the agenda. But as I said before, those items were not voted or adopted by the House.
What point or points did you make?
I made a point to say, for example, normally it will be after devotions, the chairperson will make a keynote, just anything around the keynote to say about the meeting and everything of interest. And thereafter, the chairperson now will formally open the meeting. And after formally opening the meeting, will say, this is the agenda. And the people will vote to discuss as the agenda has been tabulated or to organize the agenda somehow. But that was not done. And it was refused, actually.
So your point was to say this is the order of things.
Yes.
Why was it not done?
Well, yes.
Okay. I see you're about to leave. What are you hoping to see moving forward?
Yeah, well, I think this was just a decoy to prepare for the coming session of the field, in that it is actually wasteful expenditure. Because if SETCOM, for example, is a department of the church, and the TOC does not have SETCOM as a department, but the department is run from the union, then that report, if there's any important report, must be incorporated in the session reports so that an executive action is taken on that report. But just hearing things about it and denying people the formality of discussing the report, receiving a written report, discussing it and taking a vote on it at session, then it means our people don't know what is their legitimate business. And secondly, the issue of the audit, financial, whatever it is, forensic audit, if it is part of the financial report, why? Because the financial report must be given in writing and they will be discussed at session. Why do they accept, why do they take away a portion of the financial report and just discuss about it, cast an aspersion, because there's no written financial document that is being discussed? So all these things you wonder, if there are Guinean motives, why were they not given as a bundle to churches to discuss at the coming session just a few weeks from now? So then for me, I can't just listen to things that are actually, in my opinion, malicious.
To anybody who did not attend, what would your words be?
Yeah, I think we are waking up into a church that is being created anew, into an image that may at the end drive us out.
Would you just elaborate on the spiritual temperature of the church?
Oh, gosh. You know, this is the time I was just sharing with other people that we were brought up being told there will be a time of a shaking. And people did not, I for one, I mean, I grew up with that concept. I thought about it, commented on numerous occasions, but I did not know what the shaking is. But now I realize that the shaking is a testing of your standing, your understanding, the basis of your position. You are being shaken to say, look, is this the right platform or not? And only those who read, who understand, will see the spiritual significance of our time. However, given that the message to the churches, the 7 churches, we are in a period of Laodicea, and Laodicea is the last church. And the problem is that the people of Laodicea don't care about the purity of the truth. They don't care about fundamental faith that has been delivered from the apostles to the end of time. And that is why it says, in these days, blessed is he who reads and understands